Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. The Houston Rockets coming to this one after a win against the Lakers. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim. But he insists he's left-handed. He said, I tried to shoot with my right hand, and it was pretty much the same, maybe worse. I'm going to stick with the left because I've been practicing that for a while. Kevin?
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. And as we get into the meat of the NBA season, wear and tear starting to factor in for rotation players. Just how hard can playing 36 minutes a night, every game be on a body?
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of wear and tear, and a lot of times you get a chance to see it at the end of the season in the playoffs. So if you can keep some of these star players and all players around 36, 35, 34, and then let them play a little bit longer in playoffs, that's what you're trying to do as a coaching staff.
I'm looking back here. You played almost 40 minutes a game back in the late 90s. Wow.
That's why I'm sitting here right next to you right now, Kevin.
Yeah, that's right. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Gallinari, Patrick Beverley out there with Avery Branko. Then it's Jordan, and Harrell's in at the force line.
Some people have vision. Chris Paul has special vision on those passes.
Beverley with the ball. It's Harrell, top of the key. And Beverley kicks to Harrell. Left side, Bradley. Pocket 6. Jordan, the screen. Passes it to Beverley. Beyond the arc. The putback, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in.
Can't let DeAndre get loose near the rim. He's very good at tracking down those rebounds.
Harden kicks to Ford. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And last year, one of the bigger surprises in the NBA, the Houston Rockets.
And remember, absent Dwight Howard, a lot of people thought maybe they're going to take a step back. And in the year where several other super teams in the league kind of took a step forward, the Rockets were able to hold their own. The team has a system that works, and they have bought into it. And top to bottom, they've been making smart decisions.
Shots. Two shots.
Free throw good. Ford.
Well, the one thing you notice about DJ off the court, almost always wears his headphones, either on his head or around his neck.
And both free throws good for DJ. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Beverley kicks to Harrell. They set the pick. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Los Angeles on D. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And you saw that offensive flow that they got into, really maximized everything they do well.
What you try to do is dictate the pace, play to your strengths. They were successful at both.
And it's DJ missing.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Bradley can't get it to go. Beverley against Paul. In the corner, it's DJ. Good, and Paul gets the assist. DJ's got 5.
It's interesting how the game has evolved. Almost every position now has to be able to hit the 3, and DJ does it right there.
Now here's Jordan. A 14-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Now Anderson, following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley, kicks it out to Harden. And the three off target. Clippers trailed by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
A consistent shooter. Gallinari can light the tree from deep.
Paul kicks to Ford. To the middle. Here's Capella. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Beverly against Paul. Here's Harrell. That one off the back iron and out. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's stolen by Bradley. 3 on 3. Beverly wide open. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Harden dishes to Ford. Harden the pass to Paul. Here's Ford. Another miss by Houston.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Jordan the screen, off the screen, and Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Bradley's got his first 2 points of the night. And Doc Rivers, Steve, a coach who has one of the rare distinctions of being traded from one team to another. This, of course, happened when the Celtics traded him to the Los Angeles Clippers.
I mean, Kevin, this was so odd. Doc Rivers was worth a first-round draft pick in the 2015 draft for the Clippers. Rivers asked to be moved as he didn't want to go through the rebuilding process what the Celtics had in front of them.
Here's Beverly. James Harden picking up that last basket. And Beverly kicks to Bradley. A three-pointer is right on target. Bradley's got his second bucket of the night.
For a guy who's much more natural shooting the long two, Bradley's worked hard to increase his range.
Bradley against Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And watching James Harden, the amount of shots he is able to create for himself and his teammates, he just does so much from his position that is unrivaled. One of the greatest offensive threats, not only today, but really of the last decade.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Nene comes in for Clint Capella, and Gordon subbed in for Ryan Anderson. Marjanovic checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Bradley. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And for Harden, he's been in the conversation, Greg, for MVP for several years. He's able to just carry an offense with his creativity, garners attention.
And Kevin, I think he might have won it last year if it wasn't for the amazing season put in by Russell Westbrook. Don't count Harden out, though. He's such a unique talent on offense. Maybe this will be his year to bring home that MVP award.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Gordon dishes to DJ. Clock at 4. He feeds it to Paul. Another shot. And Nene with the lay-in. Good. Nene's got his first points of the game.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Marjanovic against Ford. And here is Williams. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's Beverly missing. For Houston, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Now here's Harden. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Ford. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. DJ's got 8.
And there you go. Terrific rhythm on that play. DJ catches the rock, and he was ready to fire.
Gallinari outside. Jordan with the screen on Gordon. Molinari passes to Jordan. Stolen by Nene. And here we go. Harden heading to the...
Terrific. And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Clippers trail by 5. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Here's Marjanovic. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Houston making some changes. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for DJ. Green comes in for James Harden. And Wells is subbed in for Chris Paul. And then for Los Angeles, Thornwell, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
And the Clippers are known as a high-wire act, and rightfully so with their stars.
A whole new 5 on the floor. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Gallinari comes in for Jordan. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Teodosic. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Harrell. And it's Thornwell in at the small 4. And Beverley kicks to Bradley. Picked by Harrell. And stolen by DJ. Over in the corner, Paul. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And now a 9-point Rocket lead. The Clippers not a team known for their defense, but quite often the last few years, it's been the deciding factor for them in games.
Yeah, I think it starts with the pressure they place on ball handlers. They can throw double teams or pick up far out from the hoop. They've got shot blocking inside to erase mistakes as well.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Lakers was tremendous. He finished with 21 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. That game may have been his coming out party. A commanding performance. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
And David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Paul against Beverley. Harrell setting the pick for Bradley. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Harden kicks to Paul. On the wing, Harden. He has 7. Anderson with the screen for Harden. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. And DJ with the nice bucket inside. Ford's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets. Here's Beverley. A 17-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Harden. Al Paul. Harden dishes to DJ. A second chance effort. Here's Capella. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Rockets have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 10.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
He's off on the first. You know, Steve, it seems like players are getting more leeway to shoot, but the one thing coaches cannot stand are turnovers. That's been universal. And for the beginning of the game, talk about how you can cut those turnovers down.
I think for a lot of players, they have to come in and really start to go back to study film. That could definitely cut down turnovers. Next, I think it has to be something that really, it hurts you. I think a lot of guys turn it over and they're like, well, we're getting to the next play. You got to turn the basketball over, and that has to hurt you. And then I think also a lot of guys make the simple play. Don't go for the fences. Go for the bunts, the singles, and if a guy's open, just give it to him in stride versus trying to create a play. A lot of guys sometimes over-dribble and overthink, just make the right basketball play.
And keeping your focus, I would think, too, just like in anything in regular life, keeping your focus on something has got to be just imperative.
And communication, you said it right. Focus, communication, that will cut down turnovers.
From deep, Gallinari, and it's Gallinari again missing.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Paul passes to Ford. Kicks it to Anderson. Here's Harden on the wing, guarded by Bradley. And James Harden hits from deep. Harden's got 10.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Gallinari's got his second basket of the night.
He'll do this to you all day. Gallinari working off the ball, getting the look he wants.
Ford with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. And here's Bradley. And the pass to Thornwell. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Paul kicks to Harden. 1:39 left to play in the first half. The drive by Paul. Here's Capella. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Capella's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Now here's Harrell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
Rockets leading by 13. Here is Harden. 10 points for him. Here's Ford. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 12 points for him.
Cool and steady from mid-range. DJ looking comfortable working that in-between area.
And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. From beyond the arc and then some.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The Rockets shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Out to the right wing. Lob pass to Capella. And stolen by Harrell. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Beverly. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he makes the first. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Ryan Anderson. Gerald Green, he's checked in for DJ. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. And so it's the Houston Rockets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Doc, what's disappointed you out there so far?
A lot of things. Some of it was over turnovers, trying to do too much with the ball, but we didn't show up with any defensive intensity, and for us to win, we're going to have to do that.
We'll see if they can pick it up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's DJ in at the three. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
And there's a certain art to blocking shots without fouling. DJ with perfect timing.
Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called. You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Got that one up quick. And now a 12-point Houston lead.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Bradley against Harden. Bradley dishes to Beverly. Jordan the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Bradley kicks to Gallinari. The three. Here's Jordan. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Capella.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
I mean, efficient offense. DJ gets the high percentage look, and that's usually going to result in 2.
Capella against Jordan. The three from Bradley. He can't get that one. The Rockets go the other way with it.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And a wide open look for DJ. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And for DeAndre Jordan, he doesn't do a lot of things on the floor, but what he does do, he does extremely well, in my opinion. One of the best dunkers and finishers inside. He's also a fantastic rebounder on both ends.
Paul with the three. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's such a great floor general. You forget about CP3 shooting. He can hurt you from all over the court.
They get a hand on it. Looking to end the drought. And Capella sends it back. And they get it back. They recover it. Here's Harrell. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
And Beverly kicks to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Houston moving the ball around. Anderson kicks to Ford. They get it back. Tries again. Lays it up and banks it in. DJ's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That is just hustle, hustle, hustle. DJ beating everyone to the glass.
And the Clippers call time here. And there's so much more to the game than explosive athleticism. We see that. We're wowed by it. But, you know, Steve, there are those players who win with guile and being smart and crafty. Any names come to mind when you think about that aspect?
Yeah, the Memphis Grizzlies, their entire team, Kevin. When you look at Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, but some other names, Draymond Green, those guys, they won't wow you with their athleticism, but they have such a high basketball IQ. Chris Paul, those guys, they just know how to play. Harrison Barnes is another.
PJ Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Wells comes in for Chris Paul. Teodosic is checked in for the Clippers.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Rockets.
And you can see how big a role the 3-point shot played in their offense. They were determined to spread the floor and just kind of open things up through their long-range game.
Clippers trail by 15. Here's Harden. The basket good off the assist from Ford. DJ's got 4 assists now tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Teodosic, the pass to Branko. Five to shoot. Pass to Teodosic. For 3. Wells grabs the miss. Wells has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Harden has a wide open look. The 3-pointer no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Jordan sets the pick for Branko. Pass to Teodosic. Back to Harrell. To the left wing. Pick by Harrell. Teodosic, the pass to Harrell. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
Harden outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Remember, back in 2012, James Harden was the 6th man of the year. Now, he's every bit the franchise player.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Well, one thing you know with this Clippers franchise is they are not going to let money be a hurdle when it comes to their goal of winning a title. Ownership, Steve, has shown they're willing to put out money to get the best players on the floor.
Well, it all starts back.
With a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Johnson comes in for P.J. Tucker. DJ is checked in for Green. And Chris Paul subbed in for James Harden. And then for Los Angeles, Harrell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Bradley comes in for Gallinari. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Teodosic. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Beverley and Williams are the 1 and the 2. Harrell is out there with Bradley. And it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Gordon. Not going to go that time. Good D by Williams. In the corner, Bradley with it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And 12 points for Avery Bradley.
Beautiful execution, the rhythm, the timing, and Avery's a good finisher off the catch.
Ford up top, guarded by Bradley. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Shooting for Houston, DJ. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, DJ.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Johnson. He's off on the second. Well, the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And when you played, what was the strangest game day ritual that you ever saw?
I think Harold Miner. He touched everything with his nose, his gym shoes, his wristbands, the basketballs at the free throw line, and everybody did. And I think for me, as I got older, it wasn't strange. It was out of necessity. I had to get in some kind of steam room and have all those hot pads wrapped around me just to get loose to play.
I like that story. I don't like Baby Jordan's story, though. Harold Miner, that doesn't work for me. I don't understand that. Free throw, good, Anderson. Well, Ryan Anderson, a terrific deep threat in stretch 4.
And I remember last season when he told reporters that a heckler yelled out at him, "Hey, Ryan, you look like a math teacher." And you know, we've heard a lot of these off-the-wall heckles before. But the irony is it's oftentimes the strange ones that tend to stick with you more. And that's an example of it right there.
Beverly dishes to Jordan. Bradley kicks to Jordan. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
The interior game of DeAndre, a high percentage shooter who takes smart shots when given room.
Gordon, the pass to DJ. And Jordan sends it back. Williams with a clean look. No good off the front iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. No coverage that time.
There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first 3 of the half, second of the game. Rockets
leading by 18. Paul kicks to Ford. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Putting the defender in the popcorn machine. DJ with a nice up fake.
Well, the league has long had a rookie orientation program. People rave about it. It continues to develop and evolve. More recently, Steve, they've created a program for players transitioning to retirement. This is an outstanding idea. What's important with that in your eyes?
I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin. I think the rookie orientation should even start even earlier. I think it should start at the college level. Not saying that everybody's going to make it to the NBA, but it helps you what they give you just in the game of life. And then transitioning to retirement, I think it should be the first day you sign that NBA contract, the transition should start because it could end with an injury. And obviously we know even if you play a lengthy career, in 10 or 12 years is over.
Like if you were going to talk to a young player and if the player said, Steve, give me one thing that I need to remember as I go through my career and then it ends. What's the one piece of advice you would feed to a young player about what's going to be at the end of this journey?
Well, I think, first of all, there's a couple things, Kevin, and I have to answer. First, you got to keep your value system. Second, financially, you got to understand is make it simple as possible. You're not going to be able to live on the same type of salary for the rest of your life. So if you have a contract, say $20 million, in a simple way, divide that up for like 50 years because that's how much you're going to need to be able to live off on.
DJ at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
I love how hard he's playing, really since the break. All the defense can do at this point is foul him.
It's Anderson with the drive. Kicks it out to Gordon. Feeds it to DJ. Jordan with the rebound.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Harold dishes to Williams. Shot clock reset for Los Angeles. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 20 rebounds.
And Beverly, not a volume playmaker, but he always makes smart decisions with the basketball.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on DJ.
Patrick Beverly is an irritant. You hate playing against him, love playing with him.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Beverly. Houston leading by 15. Paul kicks to Anderson. Now the dish to Ford. The feed now to Capella. Screen by Capella. Here's Ford. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Off the dribble drive, one of the best ways in this league to get fouled. DJ taking advantage of it.
DJ taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Ford. Gallinari, he's checked in for Lou Williams. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Clippers trail by 17. Pick by Harrell. Down low. Goes up off the pick. And Harrell slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Paul left side. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. And the Rockets lead by 18.
The defense respects the shooting ability of CP3, but even when they contest it, he can knock it down.
Gallinari against Ford. And Gallinari kicks to Jordan. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
First one falls for him.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Second free throw, no good.
You know, he's standing 6'11", 265 pounds. DeAndre Jordan remains an absolute force in this league, a big guy who is hard to contain.
DJ passes to Paul. Paul gets a screen from Ford. Gallinari with the steal. The finish rips down the breakaway slam.
An underrated athlete, Danilo Gallinari is built to operate out in space.
Paul outside. To the middle. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Clippers trail by 17. And the Clippers call time here.
And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our league. Kicked off a feeling that Houston would be a force this season. And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Clint Capella.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Houston making a switch here. Harden's checked in, and a switch here also for the Clippers. Lou Williams is checked in for Brantley. Gallinari dishes to Harrell. Williams against Harden. Gallinari outside. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
DeAndre is relentless on the boards. If you hesitate boxing him out for a second, you are toast.
Paul kicks to Anderson. Gallinari with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. He shoots again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Gotta love the intensity of DeAndre, finding a way to be aggressive and get to the line.
And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
It's certainly a distinctive third chapter in Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs.
Take a break.
He saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Fades and shoots. Paul passes to Harden. Gallinari against Ford. He can't get that one to fall.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Now Beverly. There's the pick. Jordan the screen. Just 5 on the clock.
It's a nice sight to see DeAndre so focused on the offensive end. The more aggressive he is, the more the defense is going to pay attention to him.
Rockets leading by 11. Ford with the ball. Doesn't go for him. Gallinari outside. Williams for 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Harden kicks to Paul. Over to the wing. Here's DJ. No good, unable to end this run.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
Jordan with the screen on Paul. Beverly for 3. The Clippers keep it alive. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, that makes it a 7-point lead.
Chris Paul's a fun player to watch. The reason why, I love that he can shoot it, but he's one of the best passers in the history of the game.
Here's the Clippers.
And the point differential, just too difficult to overcome.
This is where it stings. You just want to keep competing, but deep down, you know it's just not your night.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. Built off that of being here and
Time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Congrats on the win. Now, you got it going offensively. How did you create looks for yourself against the defense?
Thanks so much. I tried to find the spaces and the gaps that they may be slow to cover. You know, when we have the ball moving around like the team did today, it's easy to stay in a rhythm and see plenty of shots, and tonight I was able to convert.
The ball really was moving. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Yeah, baby. Another one tonight. Yes. Did a good job tonight, Rook.
Thanks, man.
Points, check. Rebounds, check. Assists, check. Help D, block, steals, check, and check. You had a stat buffet out there tonight, Rook.
Thanks, Sham. A balanced stat sheet is the key to a healthy career.
Right? Really coming into your own, fam. Keep rolling.
You was all right.
Yo, what's up, man?
Good game. Killing it, DJ. All right, DJ, let's get some shots up. Here's what we're gonna do. Playing like you got something to prove. I like it.
Next time, man. Next time.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. DJ, come on. We'll get the next one. Okay, guys, back to work.
Hey, hit me up.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on. Don't forget the clock. Clock. Switch. Big coming. Yo, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Watch the screen. We're coming. We're coming.
Come on, DJ, focus.
Who got ball? Don't let him put it back. Put it back. Over it. Good shot. Let's get a good shot. Step out. Step out. Step out.
All right, let's go. No dilly-dally.
Hey, hit me up.
Good to see you, DJ.
That.
Yo, keep cutting, keep cutting.
There we go.
Oh, that felt good too.
Give me that!
These guys aren't even that good, though.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
A very, very, very Merry Christmas from all of us here at 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Ernie Johnson. Ho, ho, ho. happy to be with you.
Yes. Shaka Claus.
In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, this is a team they knocked.
Boo-boo.
Good win. That's what I'm talking about.
The game hasn't started yet, man.
Go get him, Tiger. Play that one for me. I wasn't asleep.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team. A season ago, they won in 5 games during the first round of the playoffs.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, we all know how hard Russell Westbrook plays every night. Coach Billy Donovan said he plays with such force and passion. He gets so intense, so competitive, so emotional, but he's doing a good job of bringing himself back together and understanding there's other guys out there depending on him. Kevin?
And that's how Russ has always been, DA, a high-motor player who leaves it all out on the floor. And the gift that keeps on giving, Doris, the NBA with great games on Christmas Day, Christmas night. Speaking of which, did you get anything under the tree that you really wanted?
I had a couple of extra surprises that really put it over the top for me. Yes,
really?
Kevin, nothing I'm willing to share, however.
Okay, well, I hope you got that 2K18 gift I put under the tree for you.
Well, not only do I get the 2K18 gift, but I get to sit beside you. What's a better gift than that?
We are very thankful indeed. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Rockets. The 2 pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Ford in at the 3 slot. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Here's Anthony. Good on the 13-footer.
You know, you'd be hard-pressed to find many players in the league that are as strong in the mid-range as Melo.
Paul kicks to DJ. It's hauled in by Adams. Here's Oklahoma City. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
Passes it to Roberson. Screen by Adams. And Roberson kicks to George. And the rejection by Ford.
Gentlemen, DJ diving into the classics, knocking twice on the pipes on that rejection.
Harden against George. Harden gets a screen from Ford. Harden the pass to DJ. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Adams. In the corner, George with it. Drills it from outside. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, PG showing his confidence from beyond the arc. A phenomenal shooter from range.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Roberson dishes to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Screen by Adams from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
You can see Russell Westbrook building the confidence of his teammates, fires it to them when they're open.
Paul kicks to DJ, pass to Capella. Anthony against Anderson. Paul outside. Out left to the wing. DJ sets the screen for Anderson. Offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Westbrook against Paul. Here's the lob to Adams. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. Something there just a little off.
Yeah, simply a little bit careless, I think. Can't just throw it up there. You have to time these alley-oops perfectly.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Now here's Paul. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Here's Westbrook. After Clint Capella's bucket, Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Over Anderson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
You know, it's kind of cool looking back at the career Carmelo Anthony has enjoyed. He helps his college team to their first ever title. He's a 10-time All-Star in the NBA. And the list just keeps on going for Melo. It's awesome. Well, he carves out the space he needs, just the finish was not good.
DJ with it. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
One of the most reliable ways to get a defender in a bad spot. Just use that up fake. How good does DJ sell it?
Of course, I didn't know this. You grew up the youngest of 8 children. In what way, if any, did that help you develop the competitive edge you've been known for throughout your terrific career?
You know, I had 4 older brothers, and we played sports my entire life. I picked up the game of basketball at 7, and if you didn't have a little toughness with 4 brothers trying to compete against them, you were going to be in some trouble. So this game has been absolutely great to me.
And I'm sure you remember the first time you picked up a basketball and dribbled a basketball.
No question about it, Kevin. 7 years old, running through some hedges like I was coming out of a locker room. It was special.
And here's George for three. And he's good on the three ball. George has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Thunder. Pass to DJ. Here's Capella. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Adams, some nice D. Oklahoma City trailing. Westbrook kicks to Adams. And the pass to Carmelo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, you could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
The first free throw is good.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. Brewer comes in for George. Abrinas is checked in for Roberson. It's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. A nice shot by Tucker.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Felton pass to Carmelo. Shot off the pit. No good. Some solid defense from DJ.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Outside, Felton kicks it to Carmelo. Over Nene. And that one goes long. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's DJ. Brewer grabs the ball.
Still unable to connect this quarter. Really looks frustrated. Just needs to try and stay calm.
In the corner, it's Felton. Back to Brewer. From deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And another lead change. The fans are really getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, this is what they pay to see, right? Competitive, close games are simply the best to be involved in.
Now, here is Ford. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Here's Abrinas. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Anthony. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for DJ. Rockets trail by 7. Westbrook and Roberson are the backcourt pair. Anthony is out there with Paul George, and it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Capella. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Roberson dishes to Westbrook. George, that's a 2-pointer. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that's 10 points for George.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He scored 20 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. We'll see what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, and guys, how important is it for a player to be coming off a strong performance like that?
Well, I don't know if it's important, but it never hurts. And the good part is he doesn't have anything to fix. He'd be happy with an exact repeat of that last game.
And that's all this team is asking of him. Just a solid contribution. Be consistent, be reliable, be effective.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
They set the screen. Harden, here's Capella, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
One shot.
Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
Doors, with so many one-and-dones entering the NBA, do you think expectations are too high for these guys, especially from the fans?
I don't, Kevin. I think it depends on the talent that we're talking about. You know, I know Joel Embiid is a guy who didn't necessarily start right away, but when he was finally able to be healthy, it certainly didn't take him long to become a factor on the NBA level. No, I don't think the expectations are too high. I think these guys are accustomed to expectations, and frankly, their personal expectations are probably higher than ours.
I mean, look at the elite of these high school kids have been playing like in front of big crowds on a big stage for so long. It's second nature to them, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by DJ. Yep, that one goes.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball. And Paul George kind of made it known of his desire to leave for LA after this season, but big risk for the Thunder to make that move and trade for him.
And for Paul George, who knows what the future holds for him, but Greg, he is a great fit, it would seem, for the Thunder.
Listen, you give the Thunder another star to pair with Westbrook, and they're taking a leap of faith here with George.
Here's Capella, a beautiful reverse layup. Capella's got 9 points in the quarter.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
Outside, George. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. George has got 16.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And Doris, we know basketball is a team game, but fans and media alike love to focus on the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
You know, Kevin, I think you and I certainly admire watching talent. And it doesn't matter what shape that talent takes. It could be a Broadway star doing their thing on a nightly basis, sometimes twice a day. For us, to watch somebody that we know has paid a price to be great is really special. And so those who are best at what they do are that because they put in the time. And who couldn't admire the work that's required of that?
What I like about your broadcasting, Doris, you never get distracted by the stars. They're obviously there, but I love the way you encompass the entire team and aren't just fixated on just that big name player that maybe the average fan is.
Yeah, I think sometimes people forget NBA stars because they are so great and can seem like supermen. They're people like everybody else.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Thunder.
Guys, you got to like the offensive approach here. Scoring a variety of ways, inside and out. You look at the shot chart, and a lot of things are working for them right now.
Rockets trail by 13. Harden kicks to Paul. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, what you know about Paul, he sees everything as it develops. That time he hits the wide open man.
Oklahoma City's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. And Roberson kicks to Anthony. Westbrook with a wide open look. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
And I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little.
Whoa!
My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer at home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
Paul passes to Ford. Looking to get back on track here. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Harden outside. He dishes it to DJ. Back to Harden. Ford, a screen on George. Capella with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
1:46 left now here in the second. Westbrook dishes to George. Screen by Adams. Here's Anthony, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Clint Capella.
You know, that's part of any great scorer's arsenal, the ability to create contact and get to the line.
For Oklahoma City, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And he can't get the first one. Yours, who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA?
You know, you have to think historically, pound for pound in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson, they're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have that kind of athleticism that AI had early. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, to think he can dish it out, but I'm telling you, I think he gets whacked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today, and frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line as much as he deserves.
Well said. And that one misses.
Well, Paul George has made himself into one of the premier two-way perimeter players in the NBA. I think you have to put him in that category with Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James. He can take over a game in every facet, guys.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Brewers checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And Doris, Paul George, capable of carrying a team offensively while also locking down the other team's top wing three.
And that, to me, Kev, is one of the hardest things to do in this league, to expend the energy necessary to be an elite two-way player. Paul George is the real deal. Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3 just slips away.
And good that time.
Well, we know Paul George is an all-around threat, and what a solid passer, too. Sees the floor so well, Kevin.
Eric Gordon on the wing. Dishes to Ford. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Free throw good. Ford.
And guys, with DJ, you can see his appreciation for the game, right? And for the work it took to get here. He doesn't take anything for granted. I love it.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas comes in for George. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. And both free throws good for DJ.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
Here is Brewer. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
Just so fluid on all his shots. No hesitation from Melo on the catch and shoot.
Felton against Paul. Nene down low. Over Adams. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Another quick start here in this first half. What has been the key the last few games?
Oh, D.A., you know, my teammates have done a great job of getting me in a rhythm early on in the game. If I get a few touches early on, you know, I feel more engaged, and it builds from there. I mean, this whole team does a great job of believing in one another and setting each other up for success.
Well, so far, so good tonight. Thanks. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
So on the floor for Houston, Anderson is down low with Capella. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. And it's DJ in at the small forward position. Shot, high post, and Roberson pulls it down.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
The dish to Carmelo. And Roberson kicks to Adams. 6 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. No good, shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Harden. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And when you watch this Rockets team, you can see just how explosive they are on the offensive end. Almost everyone on the floor can hurt you from deep, and they all know their role and execute it to a T.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That free throw missing. And last season, the Rockets' offense was incredible. Then they go and add Chris Paul.
They can run a team off the floor if they get hot. 2 great playmakers in Paul and Harden. And making a move for Paul made a lot of teams fear what the Rockets can do now on offense.
And the second free throw, good.
Remember, back in 2012, James Harden was the 6th man of the year. Now, he's every bit the franchise player.
Screen by Adams. Roberson the pass to George. And the 3 off target. Rockets trail by 14. There's the feed to Ford. Misses the 3.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Paul dishes to Ford. And Anderson has it in the corner. He kicks to Paul. Capella with a screen on Westbrook. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. You look at DJ, he's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And it's been quite a rookie season for this group. Amazing how well they've adapted to the professional game.
Boy, it really is. There have been very few growing pains for this group, and it's no small sample size we've seen. They've been at it for months. These are bona fide NBA players now.
Harden kicks to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
George against Ford. Here's Anthony. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harden the pass to Paul. Back to Harden. To the right side. Looking to get it going. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Boy, guys, how about the offseason the Oklahoma City Thunder had? The acquisition of Paul George, one of the elite two-way players in the game, now playing alongside Russell Westbrook. Look out, everybody.
First free throw is good. Houston making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. And so he hits both. You look at the success that Coach Billy Donovan has had both at the college level at Florida and his first few years in the NBA at Oklahoma City. Doris, he very much feels at home in playoff and pressure situations.
Well, certainly Billy D has a lot of experience managing a team in a postseason setting. This is a guy who always tinkers during the regular season to find different angles to help his guys. Billy Donovan, one of those guys increasingly who you don't want to see in a 7-game series.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Westbrook. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
I'll tell you this, it doesn't matter if the defender's bigger, stronger, Russell Westbrook doesn't care. He's going to make a shot.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Well, Doris, beside what he brings to a team on the court, Steven Adams also helps the team in the locker room with his presence.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You can hear it in the way Steven Adams interacts with both the press and his teammates. He's a very personable guy. There's a sharp wit to him that can help ease tension within a team or sometimes...
Now Felton. And so it's Oklahoma City in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been shutting down DJ, clearly trying to keep him from having a big night. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball moving, extra pass, attack, pass, and play, okay?
Billy Donovan enjoying the activity his team is showing, the motion of his offense, just wants to see more of it.
Yeah, they're working together well. The key now is to try to do it consistently throughout the rest of this evening.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. They've got Felton. Corey Brewer is out there with Anthony. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Abrinas in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, if you think back to last season, guys, the narrative was that Russell Westbrook had 0 help on this roster. To be completely honest, I thought it was unfair to the pieces that were around Russell Westbrook and the job they did playing their roles to exactly the standard this organization wanted.
Outside, Felton. Anthony right side. And it's DJ with the rebound. Ford's got his 4th rebound in this one. And what the fans are saying is that Westbrook, Doris, just needs more help around him.
Well, certainly the acquisition of Paul George should relieve some pressure on Russell Westbrook because now he's teamed along yet another superstar.
That one misses for Anderson. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Aprinas' shot is off. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. He feeds it to Felton. Passes it to Brewer. Kicks to Carmelo. Sinks the three-pointer. Anthony's got 23 points.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
It's stolen by Adams. Here's Aprinas. Feeds it to Adams. Anthony right side. And he converts the layup. 25 points in the game.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and Melo, one of the best to ever do it.
Anderson dishes to Gordon. Now, here's DJ. And here is Paul. Pass to Ford. 5 on the clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Boy, some strong arm work inside gets DJ to the line. Good to see him get physical in the low box.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw. The Thunder leading by 13. Stolen by Nene. Now, here is Ford. Covered by Brewer. And the basket by Gordon.
Boy, I'm not sure how DJ is able to make that pass. That's phenomenal. He must have eyes in the back of his head.
Felton kicks to Anthony. Screen by Adams. Anthony's shot is off. Rockets trailed by 11. Gordon the pass to Ford. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Anderson dishes to Nene. Pass to Ford. And the layup's good off the glass. DJ's got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Adams. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
You hit it right on the head. And you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Ford against George. 6 to shoot. Doesn't go that time. Nice Steve from Ford. Rockets trailed by 8. Gordon kicks to Paul. Outside Gordon. Anderson with the screen for Gordon. The pass to Ford. Over in the corner, Paul. Off target from three-point range.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts. Getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Ford kicks to Paul. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
And he makes the first.
Well, I don't think there's any question any longer about Paul George being an elite NBA talent. He's a remarkable shooter, exceptional defender, and most importantly, an incredible leader.
Roberson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Rockets trailed by 10. Paul kicks to Anderson. Back to Paul. Ford up top, defended by George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. The Rockets with another miss. Oklahoma City leading by 10. He dishes it to Carmelo. No good on the triple. The Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Ford. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Anthony.
DJ not allowing the defense to dictate the action. Instead, he goes on the attack, drives the lane, and forces the foul.
He misses the free throw.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Westbrook's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. James Harden, he's checked in for Gordon. Westbrook kicks to George. Here's Roberson, guarded by Harden. Roberson can't hit.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
4. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Stolen by Anderson. Dishes it to DJ. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Oklahoma City has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Anthony nowhere around. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Now the Rockets with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
Don't you love seeing this guy rise to the occasion, going right at the defense and getting it done in the clutch?
It's stolen by Adams. Westbrook passes to Roberson. And the dunk by Roberson.
And that bucket should stop the bleed.
Rockets on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Ford. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Rockets with the rebound.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Westbrook dishes to Carmelo. Back to Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. DJ kicks to Anderson. Yep, it counts. Now just a 2-point Oklahoma City lead.
How about the precision pass from DJ setting up that bucket? You love to see a player with his head up.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're up by 2. 1:42 left in the fourth. chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
The dish to Ford. The feed now to Capella. Houston moving it around. Harden the pass to Ford. And DJ throws it down.
Love how DJ just takes over these big possessions. He wants the ball in his hands when things are tight.
And Adams kicks to Roberson. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Anthony left side. Clock at 6. The three from George. The rebound by Anderson. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Takes the 13-footer, but they'll get another chance. Robertson dishes to George. Gets the 3 to fall.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
Harden the pass to DJ. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is a game changer. How great to have a player like DJ with so much confidence in a critical spot.
Anthony against Anderson. Connects!
And this is where Melo gets the big bucks. A lot of players will shy away from an important shot. Melo wanted to be in that position.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Harden kicks to Capella. Excellent D there from George. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You love the skill set that Russell Westbrook has worked so hard to develop, guys. He can go with the drive, the jumper, and as an elite defender, boy, when he's locked in, it's trouble for the offense.
Capella nails it.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're ahead by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the game. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win. It's like a nice set to lose. You gotta love being on the edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
You know why they call it the charity strike? Because it's supposed to be a gimme. What's
I
up?
was going to airball.
I watched you hit 100 in a row 2 days ago. Listen, turn your brain off. The only difference with a game is there's people there.
Lots of people.
Thousands of people.
Thousands.
And television cameras.
Forgot about the cameras.
Broadcasting the millions.
Like several million.
And really, that's it.
It's not that many when you think about it, man. Listen.
Thanks.
You know he's crazy. But the truth of the matter is, it's just a game. He's right. Don't overthink it.